Welcome back to the Roundtable on the IH Sports Network as we begin the second half of tonight's 2-hour program. We are live from the C. Michael Lay Technology Center in Hellenwood. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you to Gage Privett and Israel Turner for being with us as well, both freshmen for Scott Highlanders, and both had big games on Friday night. Israel was our first National Bank player of the game from its cornerback position, and Gage was our Trophy Masters lineman of the game. Now, that's a little bit, you're not a true lineman, but you're defensive end. So basically the same thing. You're on that D line. So, but both had big games on Friday. And Israel, I got to tell you, when you were running that kickback. Now, Harris Keaton at one time, and I don't know if you've met Harris Keaton yet or not. That's Rick's brother.
He's met him. He's a guy that's ball at practice every day.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time when Harris Lynn Keaton held the kickoff. You correct me if I'm wrong. He at one time held the record for the longest kickoff return at Scott High, I think.
Yes.
Now, he said that when you were running the ball back on that kickoff return that you had, and you're showing off those shifty moves, he said he could do that back in the day. I don't know, Rick. Do you think he could?
No. You give him the ball and a path straight ahead. He was fine.
And I said both you guys are freshmen, and Gage is actually brand new to the Highlander program from McCreary County. His dad, Eric, joining the program as an assistant coach this year. And as I said already, a big game, Rick, he had on the defensive end position on Friday night.
He did. When we look at our first National Bank player of the game, sometimes it's the body of work or sometimes it's the exciting play. And Israel turned in the exciting play on the kickoff return. I think it went about 26 yards. But when you were trying to cut right and sort of in the middle of the field, and you ran into about 4 red-shirted Highlanders,
Yes, sir.
that might have prevented a touchdown, your own players getting in your way.
Yes, sir.
Can you outrun them or tell them just to get out of the way next time?
I can do both.
Okay, there you go. I thought you might say the outrun part there like that, but and also you've been getting a lot of time the first 3 games at the defensive corner position.
Yes, sir.
I feel that you're there because of the speed, and the H component, man, is the fact that Israel's not afraid to come up and tackle somebody hard, are you?
No, sir.
Do you enjoy the defensive side of the ball so far?
Yeah, I liked it so far. I think I fit it well.
Right. In future seasons, you'll also probably be an offensive receiver.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a preference one way or the other?
I like both sides of the ball. If I play it well, I like it.
Can you be a player who can be on the field, maybe this year and maybe certainly in the future, who can be on the field for everything, offense, defense, punt return, kickoff, punt team? Can you be that type of player who can be on the field all the time?
If they need me to, I can play whatever they need me.
I got a feeling you do that right now.
Yes, sir.
Gage coming in from Macquarie Central. What's the difference in we know nothing about the offense and defense that you played in middle school. What's the difference coming down to Scott High and playing here? What is the biggest difference between that step from an 8th grader to a freshman?
Well, I've not played since my 7th grade year, so it is a lot different from playing middle school kids to big varsity players that played on Clinton. Mm-hmm. There's a big difference there. Yeah,
the speed is just in the height and the strength.
I mean, you're not a big physical specimen yet. You may get that way, but when you look across there and you see the big line that Clinton had maybe coming out and they're going to run some, and they've got linemen pulling in front of them like that. What do you think about Israel? Attack that, take out that pulling lineman, or try to work around him and get to the tackle?
I'm going to work around him. I ain't trying to run through him or nothing.
I like that. What's the change for you? You had all the speed in the world. If I'm not mistaken, may have played quarterback at Birchfield.
Yes, sir.
What's the step up from the 8th grade to the freshman year for you like?
High school is just different. You got people that are taller, you got people that are stronger, you got people that are faster. So you just got to adjust,
Tim asked Ben a while ago, who's the fastest? Are you the fastest player on the Highlander team?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to get you in trouble or anything at all like that. Gage, maybe this year you won't get in offensively, but do you when the time comes, maybe as your sophomore season comes, do you have any problems with playing on both sides of the ball on Friday nights?
I'll just have to get more in shape for it, of course, but it is a bit nerve-wracking, of course, to play a varsity quarterback, but I think I can work up to it, yeah.
Your father, Eric's an assistant coach for the Highlanders.
Mm-hmm.
When you leave the practice field in the vehicle going home, is he still all about football and all about practice, or does he let up a little bit and you talk about Green Acres or something like that?
Nah, football never, stops with us. We just constantly talk about it, yeah.
And you have no problem with your dad just coaching you 24 hours a day?
It does get tiring sometimes,
okay.
But I'm kind of used to it.
I wasn't trying to throw any shade to Eric's way up right there, but Eric's also a first-year coach in the Highlander program. Last week against Clinton, couldn't seem to get anything going from a line standpoint. Couldn't seem to stop them. They had several sustained drives there. What do we clean up this week? What can we improve on the most? I'll want both of you to answer this. What can we improve on the most that helps with our chances as we go up to Knox Central, Kentucky?
For Clinton, we had a problem with just one person coming in and hitting them and nobody else, swarming the ball, I guess.
No pursuit to the ball.
Yeah. And we need to work on wrapping up probably because he was just breaking tackles.
Ankles and
yeah.
How would you
I think we just need to – our defense we just lack the defense sometimes. And we get down on ourselves when we start to lose. We kind of give up, and it's like, oh, well, we tried. I think we just need to stop being, down all the time and just kind of play the game.
It's this next question. It's not fair that I ask it of y'all because neither one of you play on offense right now. But offensively, the success against Eagleton was the fact that the line could come out and move people, and that the backs ran hard. Didn't get that against the Clinton team. Do you think that has been an emphasis of practice today, that the offense has to do more to block people and to get the run game more established?
For sure, yeah.
I would say so too, yeah.
Like I say, y'all, you spent all your time defensively there, like I said, so it wasn't a real fair question. What do you look forward to in terms of the road trip? You've only had home games, Israel. This road trip up to Barberville, Kentucky for you, what are you looking forward to, or what maybe excites you, or what are you apprehensive about?
Probably just laying down and going to sleep.
Oh. Anything stand out for you, Gage?
I'm ready to go there and prove a point, that we are the real deal,
That we can win games too.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That would, with a win there, that would equalize the Islander record with 2 wins, 2 losses. Because the following week, next week, it's our first region game against Kingston. So it would be nice to have a little bit of momentum going into that first region game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it would definitely get us up there, get our hop up and everything.
Yeah. Guys?
No, just hang on, Tim.
Okay.
You know what I used to look forward to about road trips, and especially the first one of the season? You get to go somewhere new and eat, But since COVID, that's out because by the time the game's over, everywhere is closed. And so you might get a McDonald's drive-thru, which we've already got here.
Or they may get a sandwich on the bus.
No, I'm glad I had to wait for that. I've just got 2 quick questions.
I just had to make that point while I was thinking
good,
about
yes. Yep. So 2 quick questions. Gage, so do you play any other sports, just football?
I play basketball too.
What's your position basketball?
Usually center.
Yeah, usually center. What about coming to a new school? Can you name somebody? This always fascinates me. I ask the same questions. I apologize, but who is somebody that's made you feel welcome coming in as a Highlander? Who's been the guy?
Definitely Gage Myers.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good to have somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now, Israel, what about you? You football only, or you play other sports?
I played basketball and soccer.
Basketball, soccer? You
Yes,
did
sir.
in middle school?
Yes, sir.
So when your picture got posted that you were player of the game,
Yes, sir.
did you read the comments?
Yes, sir.
All right. I did too. And there was, if you haven't read the comments, there was a lady that commented about how you were kind to her son when you were at Birchfield, and how he looked up to you, and how you always took time. She said he probably aggravated him to death, but he took time, and it meant everything to her son. And that is awesome. I just want to say, I read that and I thought, that's exactly the kind of person I would hope my son would be for other people. So you obviously kind of have this welcoming attitude. Who's somebody from the high school team that's treated you well?
I wouldn't say there's specifically anybody. I mean, everybody's just nice to you. You know, when you're down, they pick you up like the team's supposed to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just wanted to comment on that. If people hadn't read that, they need to know that you meant a lot to a lot of people, and keep doing that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I asked the soccer girls when they were here earlier. I don't think you guys were in the room yet, but I asked the soccer girls to do an impression of their coach. And the Scott High girls, they obliged me, and they tried. It was weak, but they tried. The Oneida girls would not do it at all. And Billy Hall is sitting back here, so maybe this is not fair. Either one of you guys want to give a shot at a Billy Hall impersonation?
I think I'm going to have to pass. Yeah.
Well, how about an Eric Privett impersonation? Because he's an assistant coach. Can you do that now?
That'll be even worse, I think.
How about it, Israel?
I think I'll pass on that one.
All right. Yeah, that is a little bit unfair. It's hard to do it with your coach sitting right back there. So, all right. So, Israel Turner, our First National Bank player of the game, and Gage. By the way, Gage, we got a T-shirt for you before you leave from Trophy Masters for being the lineman of the game. Congratulations to both of you guys on an outstanding play Friday night. Good luck this Friday night as you head up to Barberville.
Thank you.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to pick some games and look ahead to this Friday.